Hi, Teresa. Thanks for the feedback and the update. You know, that's the thing. The thing with the news ticker is it's set through JavaScript, so there's not a whole lot like the actual script itself. As we go into the widget, the slideshow widget right here, the site JavaScript web widget slideshow JS. What we get into no, sorry, that's the my bad. Sorry, the news ticker wrapper. Right in there we have the width. I see you've already set that to 375, so that should suffice for pretty much all mobile, and you've probably already done that. So what I've seen, or what could work, is you could set that to like 7 or 800. I think 800 is the default. But in your responsive.css, you can kind of cheat. Now the problem is it doesn't resize. All it does is cut the news ticker off at a certain point, and that is when we go into our responsive primary here, for example, we have a news ticker style already in here. And you see the width of 100%. You can change that to something like 375 px. Like I said, unfortunately, what that would do is it's going to give you the single line of text, which is once again hard to edit, because all that text news ticker does is it just rolls the text from one line to the next. And I found by adjusting it, what happens is it shows the next line of text, because it basically says here's how much is there and here's what to hide. It's a real feisty little thing, I tell you that, to style and play with. But I was just setting this here. You could do that. All it's going to do though is cut the text off at a certain point, right? Same with this one here, and change that one from 100% to whatever specific width you want. But you're not going to get it to resize I mean, you could actually resize the font, but what's going to happen then is there's some other styles you'd have to take in consideration. So let's go take a look at the styles for the whole thing. Okay, so basically what you need to do is you need to go into your styles.css, and you see the news ticker portion here. You could copy all of this right here into your responsive.css, and then you can make the tweaks. Like, you can copy it in the same section. And for the box, we have position, top and left, and height. And this is where it gets really, really finicky because of the padding and the spacing. You can change, obviously, the height of the thing right here to change what's displayed. So you could use actually a smaller font, which you'd actually copy in from right here. Right? See the font size of 87 EM. Just drop that down just a smidgen, or change that from 87 to, or 0.87 EM to like 0.12, not 0.12 or 12, px, something like that, right? And then adjust the height right here to compensate for that. And that's the news ticker background. That's that little widgety thing off to the left hand side. Then we have the content inside the H4 titles position, but the box itself, there it is. Yeah, so really, when I went to modify this, I did it once and then I didn't touch it afterwards because it was so finicky. I kept the font sizes the same throughout all the templates, and I kept the positioning, and I never changed it because it was one of those things that it just caused no end of headache to get it just right. Just like you said, you get the red eyes. So my solution or thought in the end was to I'm not sure, I can't remember what editor you're working with, but in here was to finally say, okay, so this is my primary right here. There's a width to these puppies right here that you can sort of, boom, right, top, see the width of 100%. You can actually change that to a certain pixel width, and the same thing in your responsive.css that I was showing you earlier. You can change that to like this one here, I as an example, put a max width of 480, and all it does is just cuts off the text and gives that, you can click here to go to that page sort of a thing, but it's not going to resize and reposition extremely well for the responsive mode. So